So today we're going to start either seated or lying down, whatever is calling you. I have some plans for what we're going to do today, but mostly things in the middle, not a lot at the beginning or the end. So we're going to play it by ear a little bit. And also, depending how things go, we might need some space for a wall or we'll see when we get there. So as you start to get comfortable, again, either seated or lying down, there are a lot of ways to begin, but this is probably your first time either sitting or lying on the floor. So maybe you begin with a few easy movements, like shaking out the legs or moving side to side. Maybe taking some circles with the arms or the wrists or the whole spine. And when you're ready, take a deep inhale through the nose. As you exhale, come to stillness. Bring your attention to the places where your body touches the floor. Imagine you could sink a little deeper into those places. Maybe you're ready to begin deepening the breath. Maybe for the first 5 or 6 breaths, you just notice how you're breathing today. Every breath a little different. And if you're familiar with it, you can drop into the Ujjayi breath, the soft constriction in the back of the throat. Maybe sigh out a few breaths. Notice how you feel today. Maybe you feel light or heavy, weak or strong, hot or cold. No judgment. It just is what it is. Continuing to deepen the breath. Start to add some small movements in the fingers. Let that movement grow into the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release the breath, release the arms. Maybe start with the toes, wiggling the toes a few times, letting that expand into the ankles, maybe into the knees, to the hips. Take a deep inhale and let it go. Come to stillness. If you're lying down, pull the left knee into the chest, roll over onto your right side. Take 2 breaths there. And when you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Let's start with a little bit in the arms. On an inhale, clasp the hands. Exhale, press the hands away from the face. Keep the arms at shoulder height. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, release the hands to the side. Take the awkward clasp this time, inhaling. Exhale, press, shoulders back. Inhale, reach up, shoulders down. And exhale, release the arms. We'll take 2 more rounds. Regular clasp. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach, maybe look up. Exhale, lower. Awkward clasp. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach, look up. And exhale, lower. Simple twist, right hand towards the left leg. Inhale for length through the spine. And exhale, twist. Looking back over that shoulder. Keep the collarbones wide. Draw the navel in to support the low back. 1 more deep inhale. And exhale, start to unwind. Take the other side, left hand towards the right leg. Inhale for length, pressing both sitting bones down. And exhale, twist, open. Same thing here, wide collarbones, relax through that left shoulder. Draw the navel in and lift through the crown. Deep inhale. And exhale, start to unwind. Come to a tabletop, all fours. Few rounds of cat-cow. If you know it, feel free to drop into it. You can always bring something under the knees if they're a little sensitive today. Every inhale, arch through the spine. Every exhale, curl, chin to chest. Take 7 or 8 rounds here. Maybe close the eyes. Feel free to add any movement like a circle in the hips, or maybe you shift the shoulders forwards and back. And after your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine, looking about a foot in front of the hands. Press into the inner hand using the whole circumference of the palms. Tuck the right toes and send the right leg long. You can shift forwards and back a few times to stretch out the back of the right leg, bottom of the right foot. And when you're ready, maybe come to stillness, draw the navel in and lift the right leg up to hip height. Maybe you stay here, keep drawing the navel in so you're not dumping into the low back. Maybe you lift the left arm in line with the ear. Find your balance here. Deep inhale as you reach through the hand, reach through the heel. As you exhale, left hand to the left, right foot to the right. Inhale, pull back towards the midline. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, pull in towards center like you're being magnetized towards the center. Exhale out to the side. Take 3 or 4 more rounds, drawing the navel in, finding that midline. And on your next inhale, reach through the hand, through the heel. Exhale, lower the hand, lower the knee, take a child's pose. Sink the hips back towards the heels. A child wouldn't take this pose very seriously. Feel free to move, to wiggle, to rest. And on your next inhale, start to shift back to all fours. Knees right under the hips, hands right under the shoulders. Tuck the left toes, send the left leg long, toes stay on the floor as you shift forwards and back a few times. Again, see if you can keep the gaze about a foot in front of the hands just to keep the whole spine long. Maybe come to stillness, draw the navel in towards the spine and lift that left leg up to hip height. Really flex through the foot here. Maybe you stay, maybe you lift the right arm in line with the ear. Reach through the heel, through the hand, deep inhale. Exhale out to the side. Inhale back to center and exhale out to the side. Take a few more rounds. My sibling is calling me.
Yeah. Not the best. I'm teaching.
Take one more inhale as you reach forward, reach back. And as you exhale, lower down. Come back to a child's pose. Maybe bring the knees a little wider than usual. Take some deep breaths into the back of the lungs here. And when you're ready, we'll meet in a forward fold in the back of the mat. Let the knees be generously bent. Oh man, life is funny. Maybe rock forwards and back from heels to toes. Let the head and neck go. Release the whole upper body out of the hips. On your next inhale, come to a halfway lift, hands come to shins, reach the crown towards the horizon. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then roll up to stand on an inhale, stacking one vertebra on top of the next. Okay, when you're ready, step to the top of the mat, find Tadasana. Spread the toes, plant the heels, rooting down through all four corners of the feet. Use that energy rooting down to lift up, rebounding through the crown of the head. Open the palms to face forward. Draw the navel in to support the low back. Deep inhale here, mountain pose. Exhale, let it go. On an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Surya Namaskar. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reach through the crown. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to plank. Hold for a breath, puff up the space between the shoulder blades. Look towards the horizon, tuck the tailbone towards the backs of the knees. Inhale. As you exhale, shift forward and lower all the way down onto the mat. Elbows in, shoulders back, flip the feet, press down, and then inhale, lift the upper chest off the mat. Exhale, lower down 2 more times. Inhale, baby cobra, lift up. Exhale, lower. Spin the inner thighs up. Inhale to lift. And exhale, lower down. Make your way back to either child's pose. Maybe you're ready for downward facing dog. Maybe you want puppy dog pose with the knees down, but the hips up. Deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Look between the hands, bend the knees if they're not already. And on an exhale, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale, shoulders back. Fold on the exhale, bend the knees. Sweep the arms up on an inhale, press down through the feet. Exhale, Tadasana. One breath per movement this time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Take what you need. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower down. One breath. Draw the navel in. Inhale to a back bend. Maybe you're ready for upward facing dog. And exhale back to either down dog, puppy dog, or child's pose. Take your time. Feel free to take any movements that feel good. Looking for a long spine in down dog, not necessarily heels on the floor. But if you're working on the heels, you can try to actively flex the feet. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Prepare, bend the knees, look forward, inhale. Exhale, make your way to the top, forward fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. Fold on an exhale. Sweep the arms up, inhale, look up, reach up, stand up. Exhale back to Tadasana. Okay, Surya Namaskar B. Chair pose, bend the knees, sink the hips back, weight in the heels. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Let the knees straighten a little or a lot. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, either go through vinyasa or meet me in downward facing dog. The same exhale that brings you to down dog. Bring the right foot between the hands, lower the back heel on an angle, and inhale, lift up to warrior one. Press the hips forward, reach up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or skip and take downward facing dog. Same exhale that brings you to down dog. Step the left foot between the hands, lower the back heel. Look forward, lift up on the inhale, warrior one, second side. Exhale, optional vinyasa, you can always skip. And down dog, take 5 deep breaths. Let the head and neck go. Notice any gripping in the jaw. It might feel hard. It's because it's hard. Deep inhale here. Deep exhale. Prepare, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step up. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, lift up, inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Nice. Step one leg back, wide parallel stance. We're going to take warrior two on the right side. So turn the right toes to face the short edge of the mat. And then bring the back heel out slightly. Heel to arch alignment in the feet. Bend into the right knee. Pull the right hip underneath you and press the left thigh back to straighten the left leg. When you feel ready, keep the shoulders right over the hips and reach the arms to a T. So the shoulders will face the long edge of the mat. The hips won't quite get there, but that's okay. Bend a little deeper into that front knee. Maybe gaze over the right fingertips. Deep inhale, pressing down through the right heel, out through the left heel. Deep exhale. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bring the hands to the hips. Press into the big toe of the right foot. Straighten the right leg. Walk the back foot in about 1 footprint. So we still have heel to arch alignment, but a little bit shorter stance. And then keep the right hand on the hip. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine, grow long through both sideways. As you exhale, press into the right hand and cut the hips back, like you're pulling the right hip underneath you. Keep that right sideways long, and then lower the right hand towards the shin. Maybe you spin the shoulders so that they again face that long edge of the mat and reach the left arm up towards the ceiling, triangle pose. Keep pulling the right hip underneath you, pressing into the big toe of the right foot. Maybe you look up towards that left hand. Deep inhale. Deep exhale, lengthening both sideways. One more inhale. One more exhale. If you need a little bit more, you can reach that top arm in line with the ear. If you need a little bit more, you can lift the right arm in line with the ear. Draw the navel in, strong legs. Spread the arms. And then when you're ready, bring that left hand to the hip, micro bend the right leg, and then come up to stand. Okay, parallel the feet again. And then we'll take the other side. Turn the right toes out. You might need to lengthen the stance now, finding warrior 2. Bend into the left knee. Turn that left hip underneath you, press back with the right leg. With the shoulders right over the hips, that might mean you need to shift to the right a little bit. Reach the arms into a T. Gaze over the left fingertips. Deep bend in that left knee, keeping the knee right over the ankle. 3 deep breaths here. Pressing down through the legs. There's the effort. The ease is in the shoulders. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. On your next exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Press into the big toe of the left foot. Straighten that left leg. And then as you might need to shorten the stance a bit. Keeping the shoulders over the hips, lift the spine up out of the hips. Deep inhale. As you exhale, press into the left hand, cut the hips back, but keep the side waist long, pulling the hip underneath you. Press into the big toe of the left foot. Maybe you lower the left hand towards the leg. Maybe you reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, triangle. Trying to keep both side waists long. Press that left hip underneath you. Press into the big toe ball mound. Maybe look up towards the right hand. Again, finding that balance here between effort and ease. If you want a little bit more, send that right arm in line with the ear, palm down towards the floor. Maybe you reach the left arm in line with the ear. Woo, drawing the navel in. Deep inhale. Spread the arms, exhale. Start to bend into that straight leg. Bring the top hand down, lift up. Parallel the feet. One version of wide leg forward fold. Feel free to shake out the legs if you need to. When you're ready, inhale. Maybe reach wide. As you exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Bring the hands to the floor or to blocks or to fingertips. Tip the weight forward. And then start to walk the hands forward like you're in a downward facing dog with wide legs. That way you can tip the weight so far forward in your toes that the hips will be in line with the heels. Then relax the head, the neck, the jaw. Strong legs, pressing down through the inner and outer arches of the feet. On your next inhale, walk the hands back closer to the body.
Micro bend the knees, bring the hands to the hips. Next, inhale, rise up to stand, come to the top of the mat. Okay. Time flies, wow. Okay. Final vinyasa. Find your Tadasana. Let your next exhale be deep and complete. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back and lower down. You can always just skip and meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. 2 more deep breaths here in down dog. And when you're ready on an exhale, lower the knees down. We'll come to a comfortable seat for a long leg forward fold. As always, you can sit up on a lift. Flex the feet up towards the ceiling. Knees can be bent or straight, just depending how the low back feels today. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, hinge forward. Paschimottanasana. Release the head, bowing towards the feet, as long as that feels okay in the neck. And then release the shoulders away from the ears. Press the heels away from the body. On your next inhale, slowly lift up to a seat. Bend the right knee and bring the top of the right foot outside the right hip, if you can. If this is too much in the knee, you could take Yantrasana, which I'll show in a minute. If you want to take this version, top of the right foot down, I need to move the flesh of my calf out of the way to lower both sitting bones down to the floor. Again, if this is too much in the knee, any sensitivity, the knee doesn't love moving this way. So if you're feeling any sensitivity, bring the knee back up and then lower it out to the side so that the inside of the right foot is towards the left leg. Wherever you are, square the shoulders over the long leg. Deep inhale for length. And exhale, hinge forward. Trying to lower the collarbones towards the toes. Triangmukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. See if you can keep both sitting bones down or trending down. Notice that inner dialogue. One more full deep breath. On an inhale, slowly lift up. Help that right leg straight. And we'll take the left side, bend the left knee. This side might feel totally different. We all have different legs. So if you need to take the other version on this side, feel free. Try to get both sitting bones down. Square the shoulders and exhale to fold over the long leg. Imagine you could pull that long leg into the hip socket as you press the left knee away from the body, squaring the hips here. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale to press yourself back up. And then help the left knee straight again. Okay. We're going to do a pose that I have not taught before. I will suggest having a block. Yes, just a block, just to lift the hips up onto something. You may eventually want to take this pose with a strap, but today we're going to try it no strap. So with both legs long, let's see, how should we set up for this? Bend the left knee, place the foot on the floor, and then bend the right knee and thread the right foot underneath so that the right heel comes towards the left hip. If your right knee is really lifted up high, you might want to bring something underneath it, like a pillow or something, so that it's a little bit more comfortable. And then you might want to spread the flesh out from under you so you can sit slightly forward on the sitting bones. Okay, from here, let's start with a twist. Bring the right hand towards the left knee, left hand behind, and keep the collarbones wide. Every inhale growing longer through the spine. Every exhale, maybe you twist a little deeper. You can gaze behind you. On your next inhale, shift the gaze forward and exhale to unwind. Okay, so this is called compass pose. What I'm going to do is take the peace fingers, take the peace fingers of my left hand and you curl them around the left big toe and then lift the foot up off the floor. I'm leaning back slightly. So it's kind of like I've got this like bow and arrow thing with my leg. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the leg in as much as I can and then hold on with the right hand to the foot. And then I'm going to take my left hand underneath to the floor and try to hook the knee, yeah, exactly, over the arm. And then I'm going to bring my left hand out to the side so that I have a little bit more leverage here. Okay, if this is crazy, this is where we stop. If you want to go a little bit further, you're going to switch the right hand to the outside edge of the foot. So my thumb is by my heel and my pinky is by my pinky. And then you're going to work on straightening that left leg. A little or a lot. Maybe look underneath that right arm. Find some grace for yourself here. Take 2 more deep breaths. On your next exhale, slowly bring that leg down, unhook the arm. Yeah, new. Okay, lean back into the handstand, both legs long, maybe tap out the knees or fan out the feet side to side. There's thunderstorm sirens going off by you? Cool. Okay, when you're ready, bend the right knee, thread the left foot underneath, and we'll start with a twist. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind, inhale for length, and exhale to twist. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, unwind. Okay, we're gonna set up for the other side. This side could be completely different. Our hips are all different. So with the right hand, peace fingers around the right big toe. Maybe you tip back and start to lift the foot up. This could be enough. We're kind of like archers here. This is kind of fun. If you want to go further, if you feel it, hold on to the right foot with the left hand and try to bring that foot underneath the arm. Again, that left hip could be lifted a little bit, that's fine. Bring the right hand down outside. This might be enough. Already feeling it in my outer hip here. Maybe you bring the left hand to the outside edge of the right foot and start to straighten the right leg a little or a lot. Find more space for the breath. Compass pose. Deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly release. Bring the foot down. Okay, stretch both legs long, lean back into the hands. Again, maybe tap up the knees or windshield wiper the feet. And then slowly make your way onto your back. Just a few closing poses here. Sometimes that compass pose can make the back feel kind of like scrunched up. So start by pulling the right knee in towards the chest. Maybe apply some pressure, pulling it in towards the abdomen. Take a deep inhale here, Ekapadappanasana. As you exhale, let it cross the body, take a twist. Press the top hip away from the face, creating length through both side bodies. Relax that left leg. Relax the right shoulder. Relax the jaw. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Pull that right knee back into the chest. Take your time. And switch legs when you're ready. Again, take a breath or two in this pose with the knee pulled in towards the chest, Ekapadappanasana, feeling that pressure of the abdomen on the thigh. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, take the twist. Press the top hip away, keeping the side waist long. Relax the right leg as much as you can. Relax the left shoulder as much as you can. Relax the jaw as much as you can. One more full deep breath. And on an inhale, pull the knee back in towards center. If there's anything else you like to take for your practice to feel more complete, feel free to take it. Have about a minute. Otherwise, you can make your way to a long Shavasana. No rush, no strain. Ready? If you're not there already, start to shift towards Shavasana. The legs can be long on the floor, or maybe you keep the knees bent, feet on the floor with the knees up. If you do take that version, maybe play with the knees together and the feet wide. Release any control over the breath, over the mind, let it wander. Maybe sigh out your next breath, releasing your weight into the floor. For the next few moments, trust that anything that comes up that should be on your to-do list, you will remember. Notice where the mind goes. Relax, release, and let go. Shavasana. When you're ready, begin to deepen the breath. Invite some small movements into the body. And take as much time as you need to come to a comfortable seat. Take a few breaths to close. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank your body for working for you. Gratitude for the practice, its lineage, all the benefits it brings. Thank you so much for coming, even in a tornado.